Mr. Player, his name, he was 104, and Mrs. Player was 99. And so, of course, we want to ask him marital advice. What's the secret to a happy marriage? So I lean in, and he says, lean in real close. I said, yes, sir. He said, it's two things. He said, let her think she's the boss. Yes, sir. And buy her a new car every 3 years. I said, all right. And then we looked out the window.
And she had a shiny
Cadillac.
She can't drive it, but she had a beautiful new car.
I don't think she had driven in like 9.
DOJ IG just reported this year that there was thorough vetting by DHS and by the FBI of these Afghans who were brought into the U.S. So why do you blame the Biden administration for what this man did?
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person. And there's a law passed that it's almost impossible not to get them out. You can't get them.
You're listening listening?
Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
WATB with Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office, in your car, or even your neighborhood bar.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having fun. We're making it happen.
It's fun time. Open your mouth, close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise.
And here it is.
Welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters? We have proof, the most popular show on this channel. I'm Christian Bladt. He's Eric Zane. How are you today, EZ?
Doing fantastic, and especially with that comment there, you know, it just feels good to be king. Like you said, verifiable proof, and doing outstanding, my friend. Doing outstanding, and we don't get a lot of voicemails here, but we got one over the weekend, and I was like, hey, let's start the show off with somebody celebrating us.
Who Are These Broadcasters are just like the Patriots, in first place where they deserve to be. Shout out to Christian.
See,
yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. No problem. You want to go ahead and make fun of my last name. Now, you know, you want to compare us to the Patriots, it's fine. No problem, all that. But you did have a comment that that caller sounded an awful lot like this one.
This just in. I got the new top three. In first place, we now have Who Are These Broadcasters, followed by Who Are These Socials, and dead last, Who Are These High Schools Drama.
So this is just the same guy. It's the same guy two times, right?
I don't know about that. It sounded quite different. The voice was totally different. It might have been a black guy and a white guy. It was so different.
So you think a black guy listens to this show?
I don't know. It might even have been a woman. We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, I don't think those two sounded exactly alike.
Well, I have gotten the go-ahead from Carl that, you know, he's just sad when he has to curate our voicemails. And he's given me the authority to let you know that the voicemail number is 585-612-1388. Now, you have to say it's for WATB. And I think some of you could very well leave a message during the show. It'll be okay if you leave a message right now. I won't take it personally. You go ahead and step away for a few minutes. Me and EZ got to go over a few things. But look, we have two calls that are maybe the same person that says we're the best show. That must be true, right, Eric?
You know, everybody knows that one person, even if it's two calls, the same guy, that equals 300,000 audience members.
Yeah, so you did learn something from your tutorial on steel toe that we had last week from our buddy, the Aussie guy. It seems like you did some steel toe math there.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, we did speaking of our previous episode, we did do that show on Sunday, and I was doing it in a different space. And I didn't notice this during the show, but we got an interesting chat. This is a poor chat from Book of Toe. Are you guys in the same place, or did you both paint your rooms the same color? It's a great observation because our rooms are exactly the same color. And you and I didn't notice it the whole show.
No, I didn't notice that. And we also have like brown on. We look like a couple of fucking retarded monks.
Well, yeah. Or we could have been just showing solidarity to our buddy Nick Fuentes, who we might see a lot of on this particular episode. So that was fun. Please leave us a voicemail. We always dip into the poor chat, but what's our favorite kind of chat, EZ?
Well, getting to that, first of all, this poor chat, WATB is like the Patriots. Admittedly, the Tony Eason-led 1980s Patriots, but the Patriots nonetheless.
I'll take it. I will take an NFL franchise. Any year, New York Jets. I'll take whatever it takes.
Yes. If you want Christian to sign off by saying something disparaging about some type of group of people or minority, or I don't know, maybe just someone that he loves very dearly, or whatever you want him to say, you can attach a dollar amount to it. And the highest dollar amount with that is what will be his sign off for Who Are These Broadcasters?
Exactly. And we appreciate that. And, you have to be really funny in the poor chat for us to read your comments. No poor chat comments that suck. All right. That's all I'm trying to say here.
Yeah. I see there's several people that are tryhards right now.
Yeah.
Poor chats will be featured from time to time. They have to be good. They have to be good.
Let's also thank Hearns55 and TyWeb224, who both became YouTube members. And we're on a tight schedule today because at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, there will be 4 Patreon members and also YouTube channel subscribers a bonus episode of one of my favorite series, the Living in the Past with Stuttering John. So easy. Carl texted me that you'll be heartbroken that we have to end right on time, actually maybe even a minute or two early.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. You hate when we go short. You're always saying like, we could have got a lot longer every week.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, but that's all right. By the way, this poor chat came overnight, and the fart whisperer said Eric Zane can pick the peanuts out of my logs. And I think that do you know the fart whisperer?
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
But I think he needs to chew his food better because whole peanuts. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that's we're bordering on banter, so we have to move on to the show proper. Let's kick things off with some local news.
WATB, who are these local news? Who are these local newscasters?
That is you have a poor chat up there.
Yeah, it's
However,
Zane, tell Christian to take out the garbage using that racist Asian woman voice. I'll be happy to for $20.
Yes. And by the way, I will for $40, I'll get my wife to take the garbage out.
Yeah. For $50, we'll make her sit in front of the camera and put the headphones on and listen to the impression.
She would love that. Yeah, there's nothing that would make her happier on a Tuesday morning our time. All right, well, the Patriots came up earlier, and we do go up to New England. It was the first snow of the season, so local news was hitting the ground, talking to all sorts of people for how they're handling the first snow of the season.
Are working nonstop to keep up with the snowy roads. And the city has an overnight parking ban in place.
Give me a spin, yes.
That's why Chloe and Hope moved their cars off the street in shorts.
Get those two on mini bikes. You can feature them in the Guinness Book of World Records.
One of my all-time favorite references right there. They're wearing shorts. And the reporter asks them to twirl, and we get some full body image of two people who should be excited that it's winter and should be covering up extra. Don't you think, Easy?
Yeah, these duffs have no shame.
I do it every year on the first storm of the year. I always wear shorts. It's just a very New England thing. It's not bad. It's quite nice out, honestly.
And they aren't the only ones braving the storm like it's summer. Erin LaFlemme fired up the snowblower to help her elderly neighbors in short sleeves.
My mother yells at me all the time, Erin, put on more clothes. You're going to get sick. I'm always sick.
She's juicy.
Yeah.
She's a little juicy.
She is juicy. Erin LaFlemme right here.
LaFlemme?
I don't love the last name. LaFlemme. But the local news broadcast is doing us a disservice. I first saw this clip on Instagram. And Eric, for our audio audience, where is the lower third placed with her name and where she lives?
Right on Tittage. Yeah.
So I had to go over to Instagram to make sure that the pervs in our chat, not me and EZ, I want to make sure that you guys at least get a feel for she's wearing a short sleeve shirt. But, what cup size are we talking about?
Elderly neighbors in short sleeves.
My mother yells at me all the time, Erin.
Maybe a big
Erin
C.
LaFlemme.
I think that is a big C. It might even be a small D, which is of course
D.
what I would like to give her. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Small D. Yes.
Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. That's not in my notes. I came up with that now, and I should be ashamed. So we're getting a much better look here, and they give us a full body shot of those two monstrosities, but I have to go and, stalk Aaron the Flem like a perv and make sure that I can let everybody see.
Wow.
Yeah. So, by the way, you're welcome, everybody. I did this for you. I didn't do it for me and EZ.
Right on. We don't look at other women. We're doing it for you slobs.
Yeah, right.
By the way, I like this crack. It's the first decent joke Chad made. Only garbage people park on the street regularly, and it's the truth. It's a good joke and the truth. So much better than his usual racist drivel.
Oh, well, don't worry. We're going to have plenty of opportunity for that.
Okay, good.
Two stories from now. But I want to thank Fader Dragon in the Discord who sent us this story, which is a near catastrophe, a near Christmas disaster in Utah.
Landing in a helicopter on Main Street has been a Cedar City tradition for years, but this year, let's just say things didn't go as planned.
So there's some stock footage here in Cedar City, Utah. Santa usually lands in the town square, gets out of the helicopter. Let's see what happened this year.
The helicopter comes down, it's 20, 30 feet off the ground or whatever, and then it just goes back up. And everybody's like, okay, so is he going to come around?
Steve Holm was in the crowd and started to hear chatter.
Hey.
By the way, is there anybody that says Cedar City, Utah more than this guy here?
Wow.
Who's in his 30s with, adult onset acne.
Yeah, the acne and then the hair. He's got these, what's the name of the fucking guy? Biff on Back to the Future. He's got Biff vibes.
He's definitely got Biff vibes, yeah.
A piece of material hit that helicopter. It was gone out of the way, and then we're sitting here like, that could have been really, really bad.
Amy Pichette was also in the crowd, and well, she had one way to describe it.
Reminds me of Final Destination.
Pichette was also recording when the helicopter came down.
I had my phone out. Something smacked my hand. My phone went flying. Told my oldest, I'm like, Michaela, shine your phone down. And she does. And my hand's just dripping blood.
After getting hit with the debris, she went to the hospital to get stitches.
So whatever the debris was, Santa couldn't land. And, she said it's like Final Destination, the movie. No, because we'd have a way more interesting clip to show right now.
Yeah. I don't think Final Destination people survived.
I mean, would you have enjoyed seeing a hat like this pulled out of a fiery wreckage? Is that something that would have interested you, EZ?
My God. I like how you have a prop.
Well, I've got two. You want to wear one?
Oh, that's outstanding. Man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess they lucked out, and we did not. We did not luck out.
Yeah, but thank you, Fader Dragon, because I think Fader Dragon saw the headline and was like, "Oh man, this is going to be great," and was like, "Oh, all right," but at least some broad got some scraping on their knuckles.
So I wonder if it was like that was it. People kept waiting. Did they drop him off somewhere else and he walk it in? Or I guess we don't know.
Yeah, he I think just showed up naturally. Yeah, but that's not as interesting as watching the helicopter about to land and then take off. What we love about going around local news is the amount of attention that certain local news stories get, and this is in rural Virginia.
Tonight with a particularly furry suspect who is apparently not old enough to drink.
On Saturday, animal control officers caught a raccoon, red-handed or red pod, passed out inside an ABC store after helping itself to bottles of alcohol.
You think Red Pod was on the teleprompter, or do you think she came up with that off the top of her head?
It was on the prompter.
Yeah, of course it was.
And it was horrible.
It sure
was. As whoever this is and Charlie Murphy are reporting on this ridiculous story. I love that. I love that the raccoon is all splooted, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, exactly. I mean, we'll get a good look at some of the debris that was left in his wake.
8 News reporter Sarah Molina spoke with the responding officer. She joins us live in our studio now.
Again, they're having fun because for our audio audience, the on-screen text is Tipsy Trash Panda.
Yep.
Which I think was that was your radio name when you first broke in, right? You were the Tipsy Trash Panda.
Yeah, I thought that was going to remain a secret, but if you're telling it,
yeah.
I mean,
you figured you were going to be the next Bubba the Love Sponge. But,
yes, that was my thing. Tipsy Trash Panda. I'd start out every show by going through a dumpster.
Yeah.
people would try to kill me, and then do the show. Tipsy Trash Panda broadcasting live from 8 to 4 at the cell phone store.
Well, thank you for running with an absolute dog shit premise that I gave you. I appreciate that.
Now, with this unusual case, Sarah.
Well, guys, this is one that you truly have to see to believe. Employees at the Ashland ABC store tell me that the little guy was found literally face down next to the toilet, leaving behind a trail of broken bottles, ransacked shelves, and one very confused cleanup crew. And tonight I learned that this tipsy little troublemaker, now an internet sensation, is actually bringing the community together.
He locked himself in the bathroom, passed out drunk after he probably knocked over a good 30 to 40 bottles of liquor.
So that is a local animal control speaking there. Yeah, for our audio audience. Yeah.
Officer Samantha Martin is not describing a college party or a bachelor weekend. She's describing a raccoon.
Supposedly he crashed the ABC store on Black Friday. He was found right when the store manager got there.
Martin, an animal control officer for the Hanover County Animal Protection, says the call came in on Saturday morning. And the pictures tell the story.
They only have that one picture.
That's all they've got is that image.
Well, the broken bottles. So, but this is the way more interesting one because he's right next to. Now, if you're like a less reputable newscaster, do you figure out a way to grab a shovel and maybe put the paw resting on the toilet as though the trash panda had been emptying out his guts?
Somebody holding the panda's hair.
Yeah.
Passed out with mouth open over the toilet.
Get one of our bears from another story to be in there with him.
The little guy passed out face down next to the toilet, surrounded by broken bottles and shelves that look like they lost a bar.
Well, we got thanks for the $2, Count Eric Connor. Stuttering John has already been cast as the raccoon.
Thank you.
I could play that.
By the way, this is a
in this
record.
crime of passion.
We've been through a story that you and I wouldn't, but Chad's missing upper lip should have thrown at least 5 racist jokes into all of this, and not a one. One racist joke from Chad. What a disaster.
He's not going to be able to resist as we continue.
Just a generic viral post that happened somewhere else, and I was stunned that it just happened up the street from our house.
Ashley and Quincy Brown say they stopped by the ABC store off North Washington Highway to see the scene of the crime for themselves.
Can you imagine? Your mom's like, hey, we need to go to that liquor store. Oh, no, Mommy, I've tried to get you to stop. No. The raccoon was there. Is he still there? No. Then why are we going?
I saw it around lunchtime, and I immediately sent it to so many friends, so I can see why everyone else loves it. It is just the cutest, funniest, silliest thing.
I named him. You named him. What'd you name him?
So the daughter here, very excited to get on camera, wants everybody to know that she named this raccoon.
Named him. You named him. What'd you name him?
Raccoony Coon. Raccoony Coon. Support Raccoony Coon.
Raccoony Coon.
So Raccoony Coon. Got anything for that? Chad's missing upper lip?
Oh,
anything about that seem funny to you? Chad's missing upper lip?
Mom didn't talk her out of it ahead of time. Mom knew what was about to happen.
It's probably just reflective of things she's heard Mom say.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yes.
And then one of the local bros got in on this story.
A lot of stuff. He must have just been too stressed out. Kids at home, mom probably thrown through the roof, who knows?
An incident bringing the community together. Martin says the raccoon was released back into the wild after sleeping off his bad decisions for a few hours.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where the real fun's going to start, right? Because they're like, oh my God, this shit story's finally over.
Right.
All right.
Is she going to say the name of the raccoon in front of these two?
I wonder.
Well, in all seriousness, Martin says the ABC store did have to file a report for the loss of product, and she wants to remind everyone to report a wild animal to officials if you see it, and do not touch them.
Oh, that's something that folks probably don't want to do. But look, as you're saying, with the community coming together, I think the little girl called it, Cooney Coon, and had a chant for him.
Yeah, and the workers at the ABC store were telling me people had been coming in all day.
So I think for our audio audience, we should point out that to the far right of our screen is an African-American gentleman.
Maybe two. I don't know if she is.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's...
She could be, but he's super... I mean, he's like Nigerian marathon runner.
He's a Hershey bar rapper. You know,
Yes.
I mean, yeah. So I did zoom into his face while she says the name of it.
Little girl called it what, Cooney Coon, and had a
Cooney
chant for
Coon.
him.
Yeah, and the workers at the ABC store were telling me people had been coming in.
And look, he's lived in Virginia probably his whole life. He's like, yep, this is great. There's no problem here. But don't worry, he's able to end this on a high note. He's able to shrug it off.
Store and ask if that's where it happened.
Certainly not the type of thing you would like to see happen, or that you expect to see happen, I should say.
A very unique situation.
Can you imagine that that's his contribution?
He's realizing that the only reason why they did this story was because and spent that much time was because the name of the animal. That's why they went back to them all.
You know, I don't think it could. I don't think it would be taken out of context if you and I said the name Cooney Coon multiple times on this show. I think it would be all right. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, Hamilton Burger, go ahead.
I don't know what this means. It says, Cooney Coon is the culprit because of the Newport butts left behind.
Yeah,
I don't understand
that doesn't even make sense. So when I was first looking for this story, I found a major news market covering it. And we don't usually do this kind of contrast, but I want you to see how much time it got in a big market. This is either New York or LA. I forget which one.
That broke into a Virginia store was caught by police asleep in the bathroom. It gets even better. That burglar was a raccoon. Now, you're probably wondering how it ended up passed out on the bathroom floor. Here's how. This was a liquor store, and from the looks of things, that raccoon went on a serious bender. According to the police report, the drunk raccoon was taken to a shelter to sober up and to get a talking to about its poor life choices before being released.
Oh, that's the same joke.
Yeah, so same joke, multiple markets. I don't know if that's in the prep, that shares these clips. It's like a wire service, but at this point, it's probably you just download videos. So they breeze right through the story, but don't worry, there's still some banter.
On its own recognizance,
Gin and tequila.
Right by the toilet.
Looks like he had some gin and tequila. You got any interesting names for that raccoon? No, I don't.
Please, I wish. My God.
All right.
That is outstanding.
I don't think that we've met our cute animal quotient for this installment. So it's time to give people what they're actually here for.
WATV, who are these bears? Who are these bears?
Seems like a great time to mention that tickets are now available for Hackamania in Las Vegas, April 10th through the 12th. Use the promo code BEARS. You'll not only save 10%, but you just might be able to finance the great Eric Zane taking a trip to Las Vegas. And thank you, Labyrinth Mystic. Thanks for the 10 to the tune of Mr. Brownstone. He's been jammed in his Mr. Brown hole. He's been fucking. This boy's gay, don't you know? Whoa, 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 whoa. He's just do it, Happy holidays, lads. Thanks, Labyrinth Mystic.
A parody song. Holy shit.
I don't think we've ever gotten one of those. So thank you, Labyrinth Mystic. All right. Well, listen, we know that sometimes here in Southern California, some of the more rural areas, bears might show up in your neighborhood, but sometimes they might get a little close for comfort.
Putting now in Altadena, incredible video here. You're looking at a large bear somehow squeezing itself into and out of a tiny crawl space under a home. A homeowner facing a serious problem today, saying the stubborn animal won't leave. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Haskell live in Altadena with more on the video and what is being done today, Josh.
And Mark, the bear right now is underneath that home behind me. How do I know that? Well, throughout the day, we've had looky-loos, all sorts of people come by here trying to get close, and that is when, from our vantage point here, we've heard a loud roar.
Easy for you to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has this happened before, or are we looking at a story that we viewed before?
So it has happened that this is a brand new story. I saw it airing on the news locally. Because I'm a boomer and I watch the local news. No, I was on at the gym. I was busy getting swole. All right. And I think that kind of went without saying. And so we want to see how do you handle having like a 500-pound bear living in your crawl space?
Spaces under homes can be tight, even for a bear. But this now famous Altadena bear has made the narrow space under Ken Johnson's home a den for the winter.
I think the longer he's there, the more comfortable he's going to be, and this won't end.
Way to break it down, Ken. By the way, look at that shithole. There's stuff everywhere on the side of that house.
Yeah. It's a shock that this guy has a hole big enough that a 500-pound bear can squeeze in and get under his house.
It's famous in this neighborhood along Altadena
empty
Drive.
can of a lighter fluid, random plastic piece.
Well, it's probably because he wanted to set the bear on fire. Basically, use the lighter fluid. There's a fan there. He was probably going to try and smoke him out, but then the camera crew came and he's like, all right, I'll have to act like I want him to live.
Below the San Gabriel Mountains because it's been spotted almost every week for over 6 months.
Yeah, so this
Some
bear wanders
residents
around.
believe the Eden fire destroyed its home, which is why it now roams their neighborhood looking for shelter and food.
Our neighbors had a bear, and I hear now there's one across the street, and it's in the mountains, and we burned, so they had to go somewhere. They had
Is Altadena a shithole?
It's the I'm sure you've heard of Pasadena. That's where the Rose Bowl is, and it's just a little north of there. And the community did get decimated by fires back in January.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah. But it is not the ritzy part of that area for sure. Let's get a little bit more of this bear.
I have to stop shaking when moments ago. I'm starting to get used to it, but it sounds like a dragon.
My question is, did the bear try to revenant him? I mean, is he still he's still shaking because the bear tried to fuck?
I'm surprised that they even allow this to happen. You'd think that they would just, I can fire a couple of rounds in there and that's the end of the bear, right?
Well, I guess by bringing the local news there, you can't do that. That's probably what they would have done back in the day.
Yeah, just whatever, hand grenade.
Let's see what solutions might be in the mix.
Out to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, who says they're aware of the situation and will determine the next steps, which could include capturing the bear and transporting it back up to the mountains.
Keep your distance as much as you can.
I love that this is what always happens is you get somebody from like the local wildlife. It's like, yeah, this guy's got a bear in his house. We don't know what the fuck to do about that, but keep your distance.
Make sure that you're giving the bear enough space to escape. That's a huge element.
Doesn't seem like the bear needs that much space. He just squeezed right into a crawl space.
Yeah, just don't want to be around that
narrow head.
You want to be around them, and if they feel like they're cornered, that could be a problem. But if they see an escape route, they're going to take it. And then you also just want to make sure that you're being loud, making yourself big, waving your hands around, and slowly backing away.
So we saw Ken Johnson earlier. Do you feel like he's good at making himself look big?
No, he's got to amp up his game too. He's got to be more loud.
Yeah. Well, as I always say, we'll keep an eye on this story because I do know that it's ongoing, and we appreciate Count Connor with another $2. The Bears' nickname is Mama Lukaloo Day. Mama Lukaloo Day. That's a very old Howard Stern reference. Very old.
Okay.
But if you enjoyed that story, this would be a great time to go to hackamania.com for Hack to the Future tickets, April 10th through the 12th in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. You'll save 10% with the promo code Bears, and it is also the only promo code that might, let me underline the word might, get Eric Zane there. Are you excited to maybe go to Las Vegas?
Yeah,
Eric?
I am. I'm packing my bags. Last time we checked, I think we had 2.
Yeah, we had 2, and we only need 15. So there's still
great by next year.
Yeah. Hey, Hackamania isn't for 5 months, so we can trust because we're delivering such a great show today. Everybody's going to be inspired to go to hackamania.com and use promo code Bears. All right. Well, let's venture into a world we don't always spend much time in. Let's go check in on some celebrities.
WATV, who are these celebrity news? Who are these celebrity news?
Again, my apologies that the jingles are so low. We'll work on definitely making them louder, making them better. So we've taken a look at Travis and Jason Kelce before, their show New Heights, really only when they had Taylor Swift on, but they had arguably a bigger guest on, George Clooney, who right as the show started, he's showing George Clooney's here to have some fun.
Not you guys. I'm going to start it off. Jason, I dig you, man.
Oh, wow.
You know, you're
George.
You're NFC. You're a Hall of Famer. You know, I can show some love for you.
Thank you, George.
Travis, you broke me, man. I'm a Bengals fan, dude. I grew up in Cincinnati.
Oh,
you've broken me so many times, and your pretty face on GQ, and I have to. You know how many times I've thrown like a hoagie at my TV at your face?
Oh, come on, you did not.
No. I mean,
You didn't do anything like that.
But look, he's here having fun. You got to give Clooney some credit. And look, if we had George Clooney on the show, I'd be laughing extra hard at everything he said. Now, I did watch this whole segment. He's very engaging, very likable, very entertaining. But maybe Jason and Travis laid on a little thick the reaction to some of the anecdotes.
You know, you don't realize, you know,
he's talking about having kids around. So being,
you know, because they're, you know, you don't realize, you know, how much they're listening to you. Like I was in the car driving to school the other day and, you know, I like some guy, you know, cut me off and I was like, fucking asshole. And I'm driving and like about 5 minutes later in the backseat, I hear fucking asshole from like 8-year-old.
Same tone, same delivery.
God damn it. I hate that.
Haven't you heard a variation of that story? I don't know, 1,000 times.
Yeah. Every dad's had that happen to them.
Yeah.
Every single person has.
It's because he's a huge movie star that they went. I mean, that's why they did that, right?
Oh, Jesus. So bad. So bad. I hate over the top laughs.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. You're on the right show. I don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah. I mean, come on now.
Yeah. Well, he does try to be an everyman, but also wants to make them laugh.
Most of the gang that I know are pretty, actually live a pretty normal life, believe it or not. I mean, it's sort of surprising, but you know, most of the guys, like all the gang from Oceans that I, you know, Brad and Matt and Julia, they actually have fairly normal lives considering sort of who they are.
Yeah.
Not me. I have like 40 people. There's someone sitting directly behind me holding my face back at all times.
Oh, no.
So those are really the only two clips that I've isolated solely to just show how they overreact. But I mean, this is the funniest thing they've ever heard. This is like the first time you see Eddie Murphy raw. It's for these two guys, these mildly amusing anecdotes from George Clooney. That they're
but the greatest thing they've ever heard. I think they're smitten. I think they're, you know, a lot of times you'll see that, especially with Clooney, for some reason, you know, his likability makes it kind of almost sets the mood.
Yeah.
You know, he's actually not that great of an actor, nor is he that funny, nor is he that handsome, but it just kind of all comes out. And then everybody just like, oh my God, it's wonderful. It's George Clooney. Holy shit. We got to laugh extra hard because it's fucking George Clooney.
Let's see how they handle when they get what they think is a scoop. But I think everybody pretty much knew this.
Another Oceans.
What?
You guys are doing another one?
Yeah, we're going to do another one.
Oh,
but you know, now we're old. So it's going to be like mostly just trying not to crap yourself.
Dude, I can't fucking wait though.
It's like every sneeze is a gamble now, you know.
Yeah. Is this already are you guys getting ready to film it? How does this work?
No, we're scouting locations.
Everything's been agreed to?
Yeah, the main thing is just finding the time in the schedule to figure out when we can all do it. But yeah, we've got a really good script and it's going to be fun to get those guys back in the room. It'll be fun.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, it's been pretty damn good so far.
Yeah.
The reason why I let that clip go so long, Ocean's 12 is one of the shittiest movies I've ever seen. Ocean's 13 is pretty good. Ocean's 12 is unbelievably terrible, shockingly bad. So no, it hasn't all been great so far. But they're just like, oh yeah, everything you do is fucking great. But
I saw the first one, and he went back to jail.
Yeah, that's fine. The first one's the one to see. I don't think you have to, really dive in for 13 and definitely not 12.
Yeah.
Again, Clooney's having some fun about his body of work.
Both of you and I know that I was the best Batman. You know that, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, there's no argument.
Absolute best.
I mean, Ben Affleck, come on. I mean, I put.
This is where that competitiveness comes in.
There it is. Yeah.
This is where that competitiveness comes in. Yeah.
I'm the only one who had rubber nipples.
You have rubber nipples.
Rubber nipples.
Your tits didn't come through enough.
Right there. That is commitment.
Your tits didn't come through enough on the suit.
I think that's the thing everybody knows about that movie, that the Batsuit had rubber nipples. And it's like everything's new. I guess they're football players and, maybe they didn't spend a lot of time in the movies in the late 90s. But still, everything they're saying is great. But, if you can sum up this appearance with one interaction.
Like worst moment on set.
I think right now, just exact moment.
Oh, shit, you did it, Clooney.
I don't think I can sink to a newer low.
What was that question again? Your favorite moment?
No. What was your lowest moment on set? But
your lowest
or like
moment.
Worst moment on set.
I think right now, just exact moment. right here.
Setup to me.
I don't think I can sink to a newer low.
Make sure you ask me about my lowest moment on set, and I'll deliver this bomb.
Yeah, the show's called
because
New Heights.
why else would he ask that?
Yeah, exactly. It was for the most part, it was actually interesting because he's a likable guy. He seems to, be a Cincinnati fan through and through. He actually tried out for the Reds once. So it's far more entertaining than because it was like 25 minutes. Remember, I watched like 2.5 hours of the episode with Taylor Swift. So I prefer this one. Would you rather have seen more of Taylor Swift than this interaction, this very phony interaction with Clooney? Okay.
No.
You're like, I never said that.
You're right. Of all of the 25 minutes that they had this guy, 3-4 minutes of shit. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
And since you watch the whole thing, which
I did watch the whole thing. And I'm gonna have a bonus clip here because he goes back in on the Batman thing.
Being on the set of Batman and Robin, which is famously one of the worst films of all time, and I'm terrible in it. And
do you think he says that so that they go, no, you're not terrible in it? Remember when we were pretending you were the best?
Right.
He's like, I'm terrible in it. It's like, yes, you are. You're very bad in that movie.
I remember there was like the director would, I'm you're in a rubber cowl and you can't move because it weighs like 75 pounds and you're like tucked down and you're on a board laying down like this and you're waiting for action. And the director, Joel Schumacher's like going, okay, here we go. And your parents are dead. You have nothing to live for and action. And then they prop me up on the floor. I go, I'm Batman. And they go, cut. And they like drop you back down.
Are you glad I went back in for a bonus clip?
No, I actually am. That's actually not a bad story at all.
No, I know. That's really what the episode is like. There's, he takes some shots of Brad Pitt and some of his other friends, but yeah. So this actually disputes the entire narrative that I painted that this was terrible, but I didn't hate it. I just hated these two in it.
Yeah, Clooney's fine.
Clooney's
these
definitely
assholes. I mean, look at Kelce. He's such a fucking dick. Have you seen the memes going around of him? There's like a picture of him when he's dating some chick prior to Taylor Swift, and it says he looks like a guy that used to fucking sell meth. And then there's another pic next to him with him and Taylor. It says now it looks like he's fucking trading recipes on Pinterest or some shit.
I have not seen that, but
oh god, his hair is all perfect. It's just embarrassing.
Somebody share that in our Discord. There's it's free to join the Who Are These Podcasts Discord, and there is a WATB channel. That is where I got the unfortunately safe helicopter landing for Santa, not the fiery death that EZ was hoping for. Kind of more talk show, but it's also political. So let's, I'm sorry, I can't see what that says.
It says, how about Ulysses Everett McGill, his greatest role? Name the movie.
Oh, is that Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yes!
He's a tremendous story about that, where they thought he could sing because, his aunt is Rosemary Clooney, and he's a terrible singer. And they had to figure out how to tell this huge movie star that he's not a good singer. And then they just replaced him in the movie. But anyway, so go over to New Heights. Maybe it wasn't all bad. But we're going to take a look at a very different interview right now. Our buddy Tucker Carlson had Milo Yiannopolous on the show, and we've featured clips of Milo before. He made Alex Stein very uncomfortable with some of his comments not that long ago. And Tucker's trying to get to the bottom of what is gay? What does it mean to be gay? And Milo is someone who made a name for himself as a gay conservative, but he has since shunned the gay lifestyle, and he's just celibate. So he's a reformed gay in the way that he just doesn't do anything now. Some might say that his gimmick had gotten old and he'd been tried to be canceled, so he had to figure out another way forward for him. But let's see how really the conversation Tucker just goes right into it.
Ask, are you gay? Were you gay? Like, what is gay? Nobody's gay.
So already that's like 30 seconds in. Nobody's gay.
Come on.
Do you think that's it? Do you think that that's an accurate assessment? Easy that nobody's gay?
Everything from what he's wearing to the hair to the pose to the angle of the head to the color of the glasses,
the bright red glasses.
Yes, you're totally gay.
Yes, yeah, you're not reformed anything.
Nobody's gay. After that clip, which is the best thing on the internet, he changes the question, the interrogative to a declarative. He says, "Why are you gay?" And she starts, it starts talking. He says, "You are gay." It becomes a statement, and this is where he goes. This is where he loses me because nobody is gay.
Okay, so Milo has found a few different ways to say the same thing, that nobody is gay, and I don't know if that's an accurate statement, but contrary to popular belief, I have never been gay. So I don't know. Maybe no one is gay. Maybe people are just putting on an act. But Tucker does try to ask some serious questions about gay marriage. Specifically, are they monogamous?
Gay marriage is monogamous? That's funny. Oh, you mean it? Well,
wait, what's going on?
This
guy, so far, Tucker has asked two. I mean, he's leading this quite well. He's being short, and his
Tucker's doing a great job. Yeah,
and easy to follow. Just quit being an idiot and talk to him, dick.
Yeah. Well, that's the oldest interview trick in the book. That's very funny. Oh, you're serious. Yeah.
I sense that they're not, having known some. But are any, I guess, is what I would ask. I mean, I think you get that sort of elderly antiques dealer in Kentucky kind of.
Tucker's having fun. He loved that one.
Means. What does that even mean?
I mean, that those are actual gays, like the elderly antiques dealer in Kentucky is someone who's actually gay. Okay. But Milo's stance continues to be that there are no real gays.
That's so good. That's so good. We have a senator like that who.
So this is the main reason why I have this clip, because of how long he waits to say who. I think everybody knows who he's talking about.
Yeah, I know who he's talking about.
Yeah. Well, Tucker might think otherwise.
But I think if he found a husband who was prepared to put up with I really shouldn't, but look up the ladybugs. Look up his ladybugs. It's on the internet. We have so many senators like that. It's crazy. Well, I think people know the one I mean. The actual one from Kentucky. No. Oh. A little bit over. You can imagine he sort of invites his friend Jasper in for a mint julep. And it's like, do you want to just sit there while I get myself dusted up? Yes, of course there are loads, but I'm thinking of the one in particular that everybody kind of. You said you don't out people, so I feel like no. Sorry. I'm not going to use Mitch McConnell's name. But
it was Lindsey Graham.
So the reason why I let that clip go so long, he's like, yeah. And so Tucker's like, all right, I'm gonna have a great out on this part of the conversation. I'm not gonna use Mitch McConnell. He's like, no, Lindsey Graham. I think everybody knew who he was talking about.
Yeah, he goes through all that, then he eventually just says the guy's name.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chuck says that dude looks high as hell. Yeah, there's no question.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of substances, new substances in this fucking weirdo system.
Yeah.
And he said loads and loads and loads. The one pun says he's thinking about loads.
He is thinking about loads.
Yeah.
Fun fact for, not everybody who is in our audience right now is that familiar with Milo Yiannopolous. He was married to a man at one point, a black man, which is relevant.
I just woke up one day and I was like, and I was married to a dude, to my shame, and who's now like the ex-wife from hell. My God. Look, if there's no other reason to like not be gay, just imagine like how bad a black homosexual ex-wife is. Oh, like so did you.
I'm not even going to go there.
You don't even want to know. It's like, oh, sorry, it was 2 sports cars a year wasn't enough. Okay, all right, okay.
I keep getting thrown off by how the movements, the gesticulations, his eyes cross every now and again.
His eyes are mostly closed. I think our audio audience should notice.
Okay, and then when he does open them, he'll open, and then it's a
yeah.
They're all weird.
I think. I'm not quite sure what the moment was where I saw like somebody on TV, it could have been like a Paul Lynde or maybe Jim J. Bullock, somebody from Hollywood Squares. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what gay is. I mean, Milo, through and through, this is a gay man. I mean, maybe he just doesn't act on it anymore. But
just because you're not having sex with anyone doesn't mean you're not gay.
Do you think that he like went out in Maine away from Tucker's cabin after this interview and just went out to crush puss?
You can't say you're not gay when you're doing all gay shit. All right. Everything about this is gay. There's nothing here that's not gay.
He's very catty. And he talks in all the ways that are very stereotypical. But it probably all boils down to he wanted to be able to make this statement, again, reminding you that his former husband was black.
Your life changed day to day now that you're celibate and getting away from trying to overcome your gay sexual impulses?
I don't really have them anymore. Not often. My life is so I've learned. Well, the first thing to say is that dogs have stopped barking at me.
What?
I used to set dogs off, like really set dogs off.
Okay.
Like they would go crazy around me. And when I stopped, yeah.
With hostility or affection?
They can sense evil, My spiritual director. I can only tell this joke because it's my spiritual director that said it. I said, do you think it's because they can sense evil? He said, no, it's because you don't smell like blacks anymore. Look, the priest said it.
Let the record reflect I'm not laughing.
So, as soon as he knew what he wanted to bring up, he's like, oh, I got to pretty. Dogs don't bark on me anymore.
Every time.
Because they don't smell raccoony coon on me anymore. I'm talking about the animal, by the way.
Every time you've paused, these are all faces he's made when he's had 2 dicks in his ass. Look at that. That's a 2 dick in the ass face right there.
That is indeed.
Holy shit.
That is indeed a face for some double barrel action. I definitely agree with that.
Chris Tuttle says, I suspect an OD in this man's future if he's that wasted for a big interview.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Wow. There's more from that maybe I'll save for another time. But I want to move on to the last time that we were showing clips of Milo, he was really leaning into the gay rumors for not really friend of the show, but somebody regularly featured on the show, Nick Fuentes, and Nick Fuentes sat down with Steven Crowder. Now, we don't play a lot of Steven Crowder on.
Oh, that's that guy who's a real friend of Dave Landau.
He was. Yeah. You know Steven Crowder. Yeah. There also were some very troubling rumors. There was a leaked video. We weren't there. We don't know what happened. But, just a very ugly divorce from his wife. And so when Crowder is laying the ground rules for Nick, he does want to thank him.
So say, hey, look, I do want to thank you because, I've been subject to some concerted hit pieces myself, and you didn't join in on the dog pile, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah, got to stand up for a guy. It's bros before hoes.
Well,
so,
yes.
So I'm with you.
No, I don't so much.
So, it's like, well, you did something wrong to a woman, so obviously I'm going to take your side. And
Well, every time I get such an ick whenever I see and hear Fuentes. It just, something's going on there.
Well, just wait. So for the most part, they had a very civil back and forth, some, real differences. They don't like the way that they've been portrayed in the media. I'm just going to do a little snippet for, it's just a lot of.
This said, can you clear the air? Nick Fuentes, do you hate all Jews, sir?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you consider yourself an anti-Semite, a noted anti-Semite?
No.
Okay.
This is the first time I've ever talked about Nick Fuentes on this show and not said that he's a noted anti-Semite right beforehand, because he said that he isn't. So easy, he must not be, right?
No, he obviously, we got him wrong.
Yeah.
We have him wrong.
Yeah, we definitely had him wrong. There's a little bit. The interesting part for me is talking about after Nick did his interview with Tucker Carlson, which we featured on the show.
I think he was fundamentally dishonest in a lot of ways, because the second you left, it was a different Tucker again. Is that a fair assessment? I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, 100%. And I had the same experience with Candace. I went out there because him and I had beef. Me and Tucker had been privately and then publicly beefing for years. And, he called me on the phone over the summer and we talked a little bit. And then somebody arranged, Alex Jones was a part of it, and somebody else kind of put this together.
So Crowder's going to latch onto the one thing that I did too, is like, wait, Alex Jones is who put these two in touch, which is amazing. It's important to have friends everywhere.
Went out.
Wait.
Dinner for
Alex
3 hours.
Jones was the mediator?
He was.
You do kiss and make up. All right, come on, this is enough. I mean, I can't imagine him being the middle ground, but okay.
That's actually spot on there. I think he's a pretty good, easy impression to do, but that's a good impression.
If you love the subject, you can really capture it.
He's a sweet guy,
He's a teddy bear.
Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he didn't want to see us fighting because he loves Tucker, he loves me. He kind of put it together for us, and so I go out there, we have dinner, we do the show, and at no point during the show or during the dinner was it really even contentious. Was there really even an explicit disagreement? We had some disagreements, but he kind of tried to avoid those. I don't think that he was very forceful or direct about those. And then I went on my show the next day and said, yeah, it was a great interview. I thought it was really nice, and we're on the same page now. And then every single interview that he has done since then, he doesn't say my name without calling me an anti-Semite.
I think Nick, when most people say your name, that is the easiest way to identify you.
Yeah, come on. If that's the way you are, just accept it. I mean, I thought he was embracing that. I thought he would.
I thought he was very proud of it. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed in Nick that he's less proud of being a white supremacist.
Right. I thought he was, way out of the closet, so to speak, when it comes to this. And now he's
not that closet.
No, it's multiple closets. Multiple closets.
He's going and doing the circuit, and every show that he goes on, he says, Nick is really talented and this and that, but I don't agree with his anti-Semitism and Jew hatred. And I'm like, okay, so where was that during the dinner? Where was that during the show?
He doesn't have a bad point there. And I might have spent more time with this if I didn't find myself, kind of enthralled, and maybe they both made a little bit more sense than I thought either of them would. But here's how it ends.
Tucker was really shitty with what he did. Like, here's the thing: whether I agree with him on some issues or you on some, it's just so bitchy to do that. Once you're gone, you have my word. I won't be doing that.
Yeah, and likewise, I'll be singing your praises. I'm number one. I'm a Mug Club guy now.
Okay, well, don't go there. Don't go there.
What's that?
They should suck each other's dicks. That's all this is.
I know, but they're not actually in the same studio.
Yeah, I know, but they should.
They should.
I don't know.
So
porno.
There's a reason why I'm not playing as much Nick Fuentes on Steven Crowder as I could have, because yesterday he was on Piers Morgan's show. And here's a clip where Piers starts with a clip that is not one we've shown before, but it's very similar to ones we've shown. So Piers is doing what a lot of people do, is they show you clips and they say, well, how do you respond to this?
Always coming up with, no, it's not the Jews. No, it's not women. No, it's not blacks.
And for our audio audience, present day Nick is there on the right-hand side, watching this older clip of himself. And, he's very proud of his body of work.
It's actually really complicated. No, it fucking isn't at all. Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. And we would live in paradise. It's that simple.
Present day Nick was nodding along with past Nick. I think our audio audience should know that. He's still nodding.
Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
That's all true. That's 100% true. Everything I said in that clip is true.
So we talk a lot about, way more about Nick Fuentes on this show than I ever thought we would when we started doing it. In a lot of ways, he is an entertainer. He's a performer.
Well,
he knows that that's the funniest answer he can give after that clip is, yeah, it's all true.
Yes, it's easy. You can't ever accuse him of dancing around or talking out of both sides of his mouth. So now I'm anxious to see what he does there as he puts it back on Piers now. Piers thought that he had him.
Yeah. Well, Piers is going to think that a few times.
Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
But all of them?
No, for the most part.
What does the most part mean? What percentage of American blacks would you like to see in prison?
Whatever the percentages of the murderers. I think it's 1 in 20 black men will commit a murder in their lifetime. So maybe let's say that 5%.
Oh, so you're talking about black people who murder people?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But you didn't say that.
That's
you just said
problem.
blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. You didn't clarify that you were talking about black murderers.
Right. No, you're right. That's a good addition to that.
I love the way the way that he talks down to Piers about everything, Piers has had like a whole second career in Nick's lifetime. Remember when Piers took over for Larry King? Like, I don't even know if Nick was born when that happened. It was so long ago.
Yeah, it's true. He has been around a while. I think Piers thinks he has him.
Yeah.
But then Nick is just like, this guy doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care.
I don't think he understands who he's talking to here. There's a lot of ways I could go and pull clips from, but Piers seemed to get the most upset about the misogyny, and Nick did point that out to him.
I don't think white people are superior to black people.
No, I'm a Christian, so I believe everybody is equal before God.
Including women?
Yes.
So you give women equal rights then?
No.
Great.
I'm sorry. How am I going to not laugh at that?
Wait, how?
They're equal under God. You think they should have equal rights? No. Are you listening, Piers? For you, Easy, I'm going to see if Nick does a better job of explaining this.
No.
Great. Okay. So you just talked a lot of bullshit, didn't you?
No. Why are you mad about this? No.
You want women to be treated equally before God, but you don't want to give them equal rights.
Yeah, because women and men are different.
Look,
do you believe there are two genders?
It's your view.
Do you think there's two genders?
I do think there are two genders, yes.
Okay.
I'm surprised that Piers is that based, that he thinks there's only two genders. That surprised me. I was like, I did not think that I knew Piers Morgan that way.
Okay, and so you mean there's distinction. There are two distinct genders.
I think we should all have the same rights.
Oh, he's lost.
Well, if they're meaningfully distinct, biologically distinct, and they have different social and biological roles, I think it would follow that we would treat them a little bit differently in the law.
Do you think the Catholic Church's teachings reflect that?
I do. Yeah, there's no female priests. Have you ever seen that?
Obviously, they get in the weeds there, but Piers will not let go of the women thing.
Well, I think women should have the same rights as you and I. You don't. That's fine.
Put on the pink hat, bro. Put on the pink hat. We're waiting.
What's the pink hat for?
I do love that at this point, he's just like, whatever. I'm just here to fucking have fun and goof on you. And you think, you know what he means when he says the pink hat. And I get it that Piers is in the UK. I think everybody knows what the pink hat
That's
is, right?
the pussy hat.
Yeah, of course, it's the pussy hat. But all right, Nick will explain it.
For the march, for the women's march, are we going to see you at the women's march protesting for women's rights and all that?
I think women should have equal rights to men. Period.
You carry tampons in case your female friends get a period or something? Like, it's crazy.
Oh, shit.
I'd have no problem giving a female friend a tampon, would you? I don't suppose you've ever seen a tampon, have you?
This is the wildest thing that I've ever heard anybody say.
Wow. Yeah, you see.
He's like 60, and he's talking to this 27-year-old kid.
And he's taking the bait, and now it's off the rails, and it's excellent for what's his face?
Well, we got Piers and we got Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, for Fuentes'
Yeah.
sake. He's like, oh, this is exactly the way I wanted it to go. I've rattled him.
Yeah.
He's talking about giving tampons to people. This is incredible.
And now he's going to go, I don't suppose you've ever seen a tampon. I have, by the way, and it's nothing to write home about. I'm sorry for the flex there, everybody. It's not really anything to be that excited about.
Gross. Absolutely not.
You
Get that away
you think
from me.
tampons are gross?
Yeah, they're filled with period blood. Yeah.
They're disgusting, Piers. What are you doing? What point are you trying to make? Tampons are very gross.
It's kind of gross.
Wow.
Are you into that? You like that? You,
have you ever seen
a lot of tampons?
I don't think you've ever seen it, have you?
I've seen them. I've seen them before.
You've been that close to a woman? Really?
No, I've seen them. Look, I used to live with women, so I've seen them around the house.
I bet you've seen videos, haven't you?
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Piers doing?
He's lost this. He has lost this.
Oh, he has lost it in a big way. And this is, of course, way more fun than the Steven Crowder interview. But still on the topic of women.
Do you think your views on women might change if you actually ever had a relationship with one or had sex and actually had a proper relationship?
And by the way, that's kind of the go-to when somebody like Nick talks. And it is a valid question because he's very proud of the fact that he's sexless, asexual, celibate, whatever. But not after everything you just watched. It's not really the best course of action.
Is Fuentes, he's been upfront about that?
Yeah, I mean, because of the rumors that he's gay. And the clip is not worth playing. I didn't pull it.
No.
Piers does ask him, and he's like, no, I'm not. And Crowder asked him as well. And because people want to know. Tucker asked him. Everybody wants to know. And he's like, yeah, by the way, I'm not gay. Yeah. So this is the idea, though, that like, well, maybe if you did go out with Milo and crush puss, maybe, just maybe, you'd be happy.
I mean, people say the reason you're so angry about women is you're basically an incel.
Well, I'm not angry about it.
You sound very angry. You sound very, very angry about women.
I'm passionate. It's an issue.
You're
I'm
not passionate.
about.
You're sounding very bitter about women, as if women have done a terrible disservice to you. But when you don't have relationships, you don't have sex, when are they doing these terrible things to you that's made you so hateful towards women? I'm really curious.
I don't think that was a hateful clip. I think I was laughing. I said they want men to beat the shit out of them. And that's just true. I mean,
we have shown that clip before, by the way, the one that they're talking. That's why I didn't show it again, because it was well, he's talking about how Nick is upset. And this is probably the last clip for today. But you tell me who's upset in this clip.
You're very caught up in the labels. It's always, you're a racist, you're a misogynist.
You said
these
were
words
a
mean
racist.
nothing to me. Oh, hang on. Whoa, can I respond?
You gave yourself the label.
What is this?
You said, I am a racist. I didn't give you the label.
Okay.
You said, Nick Fuentes, I am a racist.
Calm down. Calm down.
Did you or didn't you?
It's okay.
Did you?
You think you thought before maybe that Piers had lost control of this interview? When a kid under 30 in a suit that fits that badly is telling you to calm down.
Right.
Do you think this is your show and your interview anymore? Easy.
Yeah. Jesus, God, get it together. How fucking I'm this was easy. This would have been easy to have a normal conversation and let this guy. I mean, was he thinking he's gonna convince him or anything, or some big revelation about Nick Fuentes?
Yeah.
So him losing his patience like that is just
yeah. And this is like now the fourth or fifth interview Nick's done like this in the last month. You know, remember we had the two broads who couldn't get their camera to work. You know, so he's yeah, I still have more of that, by the way. But so let's see. Can he get him to calm down?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
here's
I
the
didn't
thing.
give you the label. You did.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you're trying to infer
screaming at
something
me?
that didn't happen. You said, I gave you the label of being a racist. No, you did. You said, I'm a racist. You
Okay.
gave yourself the label.
You're going to have to tone it down a little, all right? You're going to have to bring it down a notch and relax. This is just an interview, okay? Please calm down. All I said is you're hung up. I didn't say you gave me that. Maybe I did.
You did.
But here's what I mean. What I mean is you're just hung up on proving you're a misogynist. Okay, you're a racist. Okay, you denied the Holocaust. And I'm not about the labels,
You
man.
didn't deny
I'm
the
just
Holocaust.
past that.
As I said to you, look, Nick, I just wanted to go over the stuff that everyone uses out there about you and get you to respond. And we are getting, I think, a long way in this interview.
Oh no!
Did you think that they got a long way in this interview?
It was counterproductive because
by the way,
of Piers.
It's a 2-hour interview. And,
Yeah,
I've got maybe like 8 minutes worth of clips. So
yeah, it's awful. It's awful. Yeah. There is a way you could possibly. I mean, because he's not easy to talk to because of how matter of fact he is.
You're talking about Nick, isn't he?
Fuentes, yeah.
I agree.
But you're not going to get. There's no way that type of reaction is going to be effective. You're just going to look like a fool.
Yeah, and so look, I really haven't seen that whole thing because it dropped yesterday, and boy, I was so proud of like, oh my god, I watched Tucker and Milo and Crowder and Fuentes, and then fucking Piers Morgan just drops in my lap, and I'm like, god damn it. So I hope everybody appreciates what I bring to the show.
Yeah.
I bring a very specific kind of hatred.
We would not have this if oh my God. If Christian didn't do what he did, this show would be about 4 minutes long.
Yeah. But your dog might take a shit at some point during that show.
Yes.
So.
I mean, you just saw Bruce right there. He got up, he spun around, he laid back down. That's all I'm bringing.
Yeah. You deliver a taint, human, dog, or otherwise, every episode. So I don't know did the chat remain interested in that, or did they want me to move on from Nick like 20 minutes
No,
ago?
I think that the chat was very involved in it. And then there's this one.
I love the name Doom DeLuise. Nick is 100% correct in his views. By the way, for Nick, he is absolutely 100% correct. That's what he believes. Okay, Pizza's 33. Yikes. I just figured out what that name meant. Nick is the future. America is not getting better going down the path we're on now, and it gets worse. People will get angrier and fall into those politics. I mean, I think if anybody in the chat didn't, they're intrigued by anything Nick says, the Crowder interview is very interesting. If you can find it. Ohio Dave does say Piers off his meds. Look, there's an interview that I didn't even dive into that Piers did last week that I hope to get to by the end of the year. He's phenomenal in it. He dismantled somebody that we've shown. Remember the broad who took a blowtorch to the Koran?
Yes.
Yeah, he talked to her, and it's great. Piers can be great, but when he comes at a subject and he's like, I know what I'm going to do here. They're going to learn from me. And Nick's not going to learn anything from anybody. the guy was like 19 and already set in his ways, So, and I don't think that if he ever does indeed crush puss, which I've now said 3 times on the show, I don't think it'll change anything, I do think that if Nick wanted to have sex, he certainly could, because he has a rabid fan base. I feel like a few of them, not, maybe the same number of blacks who commit murder, maybe that level of percentage would be women who would be like, yeah, fine.
Is that true that 1 in 20 black guys are going to kill somebody?
Piers says it's 1 in 100. So they have a disagreement about that.
I wonder what's the stat for white guys? I wonder what that is.
Piers did try to make that point that a lot
he did?
That a lot of white guys commit murders. And Nick pointed out that we're 65% of the population. And then he says blacks are like 13% of the population. So,
okay.
Yeah. So they really got into the weeds there. Yeah.
It's a numbers game. A lot of murder talk.
Don't think you're going to trick me with math, Eric Zane.
All right.
Anyway, we could revisit any and all of that stuff except for the George Clooney interview. I got no more. There's no meat left on that bone. But if we get good feedback from people who leave us a voicemail, let us know, what do you think about how much Nick Fuentes was on this week's show? Leave us a voicemail, 585-612-1388. And leave it now. I don't care. If you don't want to watch the sports segment, I'd rather you leave us a voicemail. I'm not going to lie. If you're not going to super chat us, just leave us a goddamn voicemail. All right.
Yeah. In fact, if you're not going to super chat us, turn the show off.
No. I'm not saying that. And remember, in just about 20 minutes, if you're not already a member like Hearns and Ty Webb, you should become a member here on YouTube or join the Patreon in about, now it's about 18 minutes. You'll get to see a bonus episode, WATP Living in the Past with Stuttering John. Those are always tremendous. Carl, producer Chris, and the great Jenny Jingles. And check that out. But for now, we will go to our final segment of the day and talk a little sports.
Who are these sports? You know what I'm saying? Who are these sports? Let's see who's playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what's society.
So there's another thing that really threw my morning in disarray. Not just Nick Fuentes with Piers Morgan. I started getting texts early. I had a whole plan. I was like, going to have the whole show planned out. I was going to get my hair cut today, try and look like Eric Zane. That's never going to happen. Then the news came across that the Los Angeles Dodgers signed free agent closer Edwin Diaz, who for the past 5 years has been, the past 5 has been a lights out closer for the New York Mets. And they got him for 3 years, I think $69 million. So it's not crazy money. Might have wanted to go to a team that actually won. And I was spending a lot of time trying to find callers to WFAN in New York. And then Barstool just drops in my lap. We've shown Frank the Tank before, this guy, Frank Fleming. And here's Frank, where one of his Barstool coworkers happily gives him the news that Edwin Diaz is now a member of the most successful team in baseball over the last 2 seasons, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah, so the Dodgers.
I knew it was gonna fucking happen. I knew it! This is why! Fucking David Stark sucks! They're gonna lose 194 games next year!
He's a very large man.
Is he?
He's
There's
got
an issue, right? Like he's got an issue. Like there's something going on there.
He's got like one of those like chew things to help alleviate stress. It looks like a plastic harmonica.
Okay.
And, there's his coworkers that shake his head.
Commissioner Watts is like, he's a
Yeah, but he's like crossing the finish line in Special Olympics, right? I mean,
oh, he's not crossing the finish line. No.
You know what I mean? He's like
he's
arguing on the internet.
Yeah, he's cheering on his friends that are competing. Yeah.
Baseball is dying. Commissioner Watts is like, he's a fucking Dodger fan.
Oh.
And then the other half next year is going to be Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. They're going to have Pink Pony everywhere. God damn that fucking goddamn song.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what Pink Pony Club has to do with this. I believe that's a Chappell Roan song. I actually don't know where that enters in. I don't think the Dodgers play Pink Pony Club a lot. Frank's just getting warmed up, Easy.
Come on.
It's good for the Mets to lose. Yeah. And Keith Hernandez is gone, and Anthony Recker's gonna be going there going.
He's talking about sports talk commentators.
Buster Olney dancing. Everyone is fucking dancing.
Buster Olney's
I
name
knew
there.
this was gonna happen, and the fucking Mets don't even give a fuck. There's gonna be no joy ever. The Mets are gonna lose 120 games or more every year forever.
Oh,
Steve Cohen is a liar,
unwell.
cheater, fucking goddamn son of a bitch. Wow. Devin Williams
Goes back to
will be the worst closer in baseball history. It's going to be all about losing. The Mets want to lose. That's all they ever want to do.
So yeah, it made me feel like okay, it's not as big a deal.
Well, it
so
felt like
thanks,
I almost felt like it wasn't nice for me to laugh because I'd be like, yeah, our word. Look at him.
But in your younger days, you would have been that coworker at Barstool. You would have come over with the camera and be like, "Oh, hey Frank, did you hear the news?"
Yes, yeah.
Because that guy knew what he was getting, and boy, he got it.
Do you think that's? I don't think that's an act. I think
No.
he's.
I know
just
enough
cooked.
about Frank. There's a reason why Barstool actually has him on the payroll. That's not an act. Yeah.
Okay.
And
So people like that. That's like
no, I don't think anybody likes it.
No.
But after I was like listening to some phone callers of Jimmy from Flushing, I was like, okay, this is where we're at. Don't even know what that says. You know what? I have the wrong glasses on. I don't know if I can read that. Do you want to read that one, Easy?
Yeah, it says no, I can't read it. I can't read it.
Sorry about that, but we got it.
My eyes are bothering me too from all this stupidity.
Let's backtrack a little bit more than 24 hours ago. Try and find people who are being a little bit more positive. We're gonna check out our friends on the Fox Morning Show down in Philadelphia, talking about how people are trying to encourage the Eagles in what has been a very disappointing season.
The positivity bunny?
It's huge. It's huge.
Oh,
and it's full of positivity. Look at it. I mean, my goodness, it's the latest addition to the Eagles locker room.
So it's an inflatable Easter rabbit. By the way, this is Christmas time.
Yeah.
With plenty of inflatables around. You bring Santa, Rudolph.
Yeah. Christmas gnome, Santa gnome.
Hey, I have kids, so I have the excuse that in my front yard is Baby Yoda with a Santa hat. True story.
Outstanding.
True story. Yeah. So the Eagles locker room has the positivity bunny.
It serves as a reminder for players to stay positive.
It's a vibe bunny, and the vibes are high, so there we go.
I'm all in on it. I'll do anything at this point. I've never heard of the positivity bunny. Is that a thing?
I have heard of the awkward turtle, but I haven't heard of the positivity bunny.
I have no idea what the awkward turtle is, but I'm glad. This is her. Her name's Alex Holly. These are always her social media clips. So she, makes the little jump cuts, and he's got the ears on, and she's about
The positivity bunny must be a thing that I just don't know about. Kids?
All I know is if they win,
kids,
this is going to be all of Philadelphia.
I'll be all ears. Yeah.
What'd you think of that joke, Easy? This is a pretty good one, right?
Yep.
I'll be all ears.
Fucking
so
news.
It goes so far that we saw Jason Kelce earlier. He works for ESPN. This was a Monday Night Football game. So he asked his former head coach about the positivity bunny.
Coach, big game tonight.
I'm not used to seeing you in this.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable right here.
You dressing like me going to game.
I would much rather be dressed like this.
Yeah, he's got a suit on, and it's true. He doesn't look like he belongs in a suit, Jason Kelce.
No.
Yeah. But then he gets to the positivity.
All right, question. What's the deal with the bunny? What's the deal with the bunny?
The bunny. You don't see me in the locker room very much, so actually Bob just let me know about it. Guys,
that feels like something Landon Dickerson's up to.
That is the place for you guys to be as players without their head coach.
What were you saying, Izzy?
I was gonna say Jason needs to overlaugh. I mean, that was a good. That was the joke.
Yeah. So he's like, "Hey, man, I don't know anything about the bunny," and I don't know if anybody watched Monday Night Football last night, but in case you didn't, there's a great Twitter account called Brick Center, which will do things like compilations of, some unfortunate plays. This is from the last night's game, the Eagles against the Chargers.
Hurts. Picked off.
Oh,
intercepted, and now the ball's out, and Hurts ends up with a ball in his hands. He fumbles.
So
he got 2 turnovers in 1 play.
Yes. So he gets picked off, but then that is fumbled, and then the Eagles also fumble it, and then the Chargers get it back after all. Yes.
Yep.
That
it makes me happy that the Eagles are having a bad year.
That's not the whole game.
Chargers ball. Troy Dye, 2nd and 10 in a 7-point game. Picked again.
Oh, no.
Intercepted.
What an asshole.
And driving on footballs, he takes chances, and they usually pay off. Here's a ball out on the sack. Philly's ball. Recovered by Byron Young.
So, there are that clip, I think, had 11 turnovers in it, what we just watched between the two teams. It wasn't do you think that the Positivity Bunny worked, Easy?
Positivity Bunny is an embarrassment. And the fact that they're talking about it and the players are asked to react to it, I would stab that fucking bunny. Football players get so pissed off when they're shitty. They're a sensitive bunch. And I don't know if that's the CTE talking or them realizing that their life expectancy is about 38 years. But Positivity Bunny is stupid.
Down in Anaheim, they still do the Rally Monkey. But you know why they do the Rally Monkey? Because the year they started the Rally Monkey, they won the World Series. So, sometimes you run with these dumb things. But by the way, if you thought watching your team play that badly would be painful enough for Eagles fans, if they had only flipped over to ESPN2, they did one of those Disney overlays where it was the characters from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, one of my audience members on my show earlier today mentioned that, but I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have no idea.
Well, your audience should prepare for your show the way I prepare for this show, because I do have one of those clips. In fact, it's the first, and, obviously you have some pre-programmed options for what the characters can do, but it might have been a little glitchy when you have an interception, a fumble, another fumble, and then a recovery by the team that originally did the interception. The Rally Monkey wasn't that. I missed it.
We'll be taking home that tasty trophy.
Okay, so that's Sully from Monsters, Inc. there. And I believe he's in at quarterback. I'm not really sure what Sully's doing here, but for our visual audience, you go ahead and you've tried to figure out.
Okay, so is this an actual play that's been animated instantly by
so,
AI?
Yeah, they take, they feed in the actual camera from the game. I don't know what the delay is. And it runs through some kind of AI program, and then it puts these cartoon characters.
On that tasty trophy.
This is the fumble.
Right. Oh, Sully steps in the passing lane and takes it away, but he fumbled.
So the animation just leaves the ball there because they're like, but then he dropped it. So we don't know how to make it look like that.
This ball is still up for grabs, and it belongs to the Chargers. What is happening in Monstropolis?
What just happened?
And then they have announcers for it too. The announcers are watching this play, and
and I think they're only watching this. I don't think they're seeing the real play.
No.
By the way, you could have done better, Pixar, with the name Monstropolis.
An interception by Sully. He lost the football trying to return it, but the Chargers picked up their monster teammate, and they've got possession.
I hate this so much.
Can you imagine if this was your team, if this was the Lions, and for some reason this was how you had to watch them have a shit game?
There must be a movie coming out, no doubt.
No, there's not a Monsters, Inc. movie.
I wonder why they did this.
Zootopia 2 was the latest one. Well, the Eagles season has been so disappointing. I think they might have actually broken our buddy Hunter Brody.
I'm not in rage mode. I'm angry. Okay. I'm angry, but I'm not just going to scream for 30 minutes.
So I was not interested in this clip because I was like, oh man, he's going to be screaming. And he's not.
I want the other guy. I want him and the other guy that we had to have a conversation.
Frank, the Mets fan. Yeah. I think the two of them would actually be great together. Yeah. So this is calm, rational Hunter Brody. And I know you hate when he yells all performatively. I'm going to give you a few more seconds. I want you to decide which one you like better.
Told a lot of the reason why I'm in this mindset and this state of mind is because each second that ticked off the clock, I was getting more and more worn out.
Okay.
Do you want this version of him? Because I'm going to play clips of him either way.
I look at this as painful medicine, as a penance that I must take. And if you reached out to me, you remember when you broke the news about the Kirk assassination?
I do.
If you told me that this guy was the recipient, I would be like, well, let's go celebrate. Let's go. I mean, I did not celebrate with the Kirk assassination, but if this guy, I would actually celebrate.
So, of course, what you're saying is satire and parody right now, because you don't want that to happen to anyone. You don't want anyone to get hurt.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to say something like that and nuke the channel.
Right.
I don't.
You don't
really
want anybody to get hurt.
Happen.
Yeah. All right. So let's backtrack for 1 second for our final clip of the show. And the Chargers did win this game. And I just found this interaction. This comes, of course, from our friends at Awful Announcing. This just made me laugh. The on the field female reporter. So she goes up to him and he's like, yeah, I'm trying to celebrate with my team.
He sounds like a child. He doesn't take no for an answer.
Like to watch the interception there that sealed this game for you guys to get this win.
He gives a lot of bullshit short answers, but I'm going to give her credit because she was not taking no. She blocked him with her tiny body.
Yep. She did a good job. She did. He's a dick. This guy is a cock.
Yeah, Justin Herbert. Yeah, he's a local. Yeah, he's a dick. Laura Rutledge. We'll give her credit there. Anyway. That is our show. We tried to end a little light with some fun sports talk. We know in only a few minutes there'll be a bonus show for members here on YouTube and also members over on Patreon. Living in the Past with the great Carl Hamburger, Jenny Jingles, and producer Chris. So make sure you're a member so that you can watch that.
Chris and I are going to have a hair off, by the way. It's in the works. We're going to have a hair off.
Now I'm gonna have to. I waited until Tuesday like an idiot. I don't have time on Tuesday.
Yeah, he thinks he's the silver fox. I'm here to. I will challenge. Yeah. I will challenge.
Exactly. Eric Zane, where else can people find you?
My show is on Twitch at Eric Zane Live, all one word. Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. ish, 9 a.m. ish. Fridays Eastern time.
And thank you. Yeah, we'll make sure we get to all the super chats. And Pizza 33 definitely got some good comments in there. And we welcome your comments. If you'd like to leave a voicemail for our show, 585-612-1388. Makes me feel like I'm in radio giving out a phone number. Oh my God, that takes me back. The good old days. You can find my personal podcast, The Blackcast, BLADTCAST, wherever you find podcasts. And we have our 666th episode coming up, and very excited for that. And of course, 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal, hosted by Brian Slagle, everywhere podcasts are found. Now, we did just get that last super chat in, so we want to give Carl time to start on time. But we did get another new member. That's Claytonator, 5648, wants to get the bonus episode that's starting in mere seconds over here. But I would say that our big money came from Labyrinth Mystic, right?
Indeed.
So I want to thank Eric Zane and everybody in the chat, and stay tuned for the bonus episode. As always, this is Christian Bladt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic And he's been jammed in his Mr. Brown hole. He's been fucking. This boy's gay, don't you know? Whoa, 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 whoa. He's just do it, you know? Happy holidays, lads. Happy holidays to you, Labber Mystic. And see you next Tuesday.